Good morning everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Wednesday morning. It's been raining overnight here in Rochester. Woke up this morning, it was really dark. I thought it was earlier than it was. So it's been raining, so it's damp outside. I hope everyone has a great Wednesday. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 8:28 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of January.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 2 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect showers, with a high of 5 degrees and a low of 1 degree.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What were the balloon's last words to his dad? Watch me, pop.
And Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 22nd of January include Grigory Rasputin, Gabriel Macht, Lord Byron, Diane Lane, and John Hurt.
So, good morning everybody. Wednesday, middle of the week. I just take every day as it comes. I'm not expecting to do anything today. I was just getting up, getting ready, putting my clothes on, and my mum rang the phone, and the phone didn't go off, so I didn't hear it. So I listened to the answer phone message later. So really it's the same shit, different day sort of thing. Just wake up, feed the cats, make my cup of tea, tidy up Harry's mess, because he is a tomcat and he does make a mess. And it doesn't matter how many litter trays I put out, how many times I clear it up. He's got used to obviously going to toilet outside, so since he's come back he's been going to toilet on my floor. He's got used to going to toilet outside obviously, and second day in a row he's gone to toilet on my floor, trying to find what looks like one of my plant pots and digging up the earth and just going on the floor. So that's what happens. He's got used to going to toilet outside, and that's what's happening. So every morning I'm getting up and clearing up his mess. I'm not leaving windows open because he jumps out of them. So, I like to air my flat, if you know what I mean. And I can't open the windows because he's trying to jump out. So what I have to do is obviously put him in a room, open the window, and let him come back in when we've got some fresh air in here. I'm happy to have him back. He's lovely. He's lovely company. He's company for Max. Max isn't on his own anymore, but he's hard work. He's an extra large cat. Obviously you can see he's very hairy as well. He's the Harry that's always been the Harry since he was a kitten. Big and soft and silly. And silly. He reminds me of my white cat that passed away a couple of years ago now. Daft. It's very much like her. So last night I went out for a walk with Max like I normally do, getting on for 7, and I'm walking up the road, and I've done videos about the police, and of course whatever I do in a video is repeated for some unknown reason. So I walked up the road, and as I was going onto the field, there was people outside the co-op, there was a female giggling, and well, if they committed a crime, it must have been funny, because a police car came down the road aiming towards me, and I just walked past it and went onto the field. And I mean, I don't get involved. I don't want to go over and see what's going on. I don't. Leave people to their own business unless they're doing something to me. So I just walked onto the field in the dark. I had the flashlight on, and I was just doing a video walking. You could hear sirens going off yet again. When somebody is gang stalked and harassed, that's what the police do. So I've had numerous contacts with police officers, and it's always been me that's reported the crime. I haven't been the perpetrator. I've always been the victim. So why, you know, it's almost every day now there's a police car out there. Like, it feels like they're taunting me. And it's not only me it's happened to, it's other people. We also had the Harvey utilities van, Harvey on it. I just walked past all that, just totally getting on with my own business. You know, I don't want justice by breaking up cars and getting angry. I want justice with these people being caught, and I want compensation. I don't want to go around angry, acting like a fucking dinosaur, walking up and down, stamping on things and yelling. I want compensation, and I want to know who's doing this to me. So I just stay indoors most of the time and let them get on with their own business, because I'm not interested. It's not funny watching someone in distress and getting to a point where they're angry and almost having a heart attack. That is not funny. And if it amuses people, that's evil. It was really cold last night. I was wrapped up warm. I had 3 layers on, and you could see my breath. It's cold. You've got people hanging about being stupid. It's ridiculous. Came back home, and I'm just keeping a low profile and not like putting my business out there anymore. I mean, I do little videos on TikTok and things like that, but I don't tell people where I'm going or what I've got planned, because I don't. That's my business. We had all sorts of things going on outside yesterday, and I'm just ignoring it and getting on with my own life. I don't sit watching out the window like I did at my other flat. I don't do that. My other flat, I would just stand and look out the window, but I did go out. I went out to the library about 3 or 4 times a day, Monday to Saturday, and Sunday I used to go out as well because it was near the town centre, and we had a garage, and I used to go to the garage and get a couple of bits. But I'm sticking to my principles, and I'm buying a lot of things online now. I want to go into a shop and I want to get my shopping. I don't want the theatrics. Life is bad enough with bullies, yeah? And when you go into a shop and they're hanging about, mimicking you, the way you speak on your phone, mimicking you, and just acting like, what they do, they take the piss because they think it's going to make you angry. And of course you get cross in front of cameras. You must not get cross, because that's their aim. They want you to look the villain when it's them. So I've learnt to turn my back on it, but it's very hard in a shop when you're in a confined space and you've got these, I don't know what they are, penguins, whatever, following you about, mimicking you, And walking in, oh, it smells in here, it's stinky, isn't it? Mm. Which I've had since I've left my ex in Chatham. Walk into a library and out there, the staff get the air freshener out. I mean, I'm sick to death of it. I don't know who's done this to me, but they're wicked and evil, because I'm not like that. Right? This is another thing where I'm not going up to see my mother. Right? She has been dressing weirdly since I came down to Kent in 2008. Right? I was homeless. There was an excuse for me to wear, I had just one set of clothing, one set of underwear, one pair of trousers and one top. When I came back from London, I didn't even have a bloody coat. I didn't have a coat. One of my exes had taken all my belongings and lied to me and said he was going to send my belongings to me in a box, and he never did. I had no clothes, and I had one pair of frayed jeans, and my mum, all through my childhood, had decent clothing. She wore suits, she wore clothes. She used to go on the bus to Lewisham shopping centre and Catford and that, and buy clothes, while I just hung around and watched my mother buying clothes. She always had clothes. She had loads of clothes. She had perfume and makeup, and it was always the best. It wasn't shit. And then I come down to Medway in 2008, and she's dressed like a tramp. She's dressed like a tramp. She's got these jeans on with crap stuck out the pockets. And it's like she's the one that's been in a refuge and homeless, and it was me up in Gloucestershire that was homeless and I didn't even have a coat to wear when I first came back from London. I don't understand what she's doing. And I'm certainly not, I don't feel sorry for somebody that is blatantly covering something up. She had piles of clothes, piles of everything, and I'm tired of sitting up there and being accused of copying her when I think it's the other way round. And I think she's doing it to cover something up. And I'm not being a part of it anymore. I don't care how hard it gets. The handouts have been lovely, but I'm not going to miss them. Going up there and being fed takeaways, I'm not going to miss that. And I'm certainly not going to miss the interrogations behind closed doors. I'm not going to miss that at all. Now, she's got her freedom away from me, and I've got my freedom away from her. I don't understand this incessant ringing the phone, because when I go up to see my mother, I'm going to be quite blatant here. She doesn't seem to want me there. And I don't, there's nothing wrong with me at all. I don't get attention. I've been accused of trying to get the attention. A load of lies come out of her mouth. And when I come home, I feel depressed, sad, and fucking worse than I did when I went up there. When she was with my father, she didn't want me up there. But that was blatantly obvious. My father passes away, and she tries to make out that we've never had a good relationship. Never. When I first came down, she couldn't even call me by my first name. Now my dad's passed on, and my sister, I really came down to see my sister as well. She passed away in 2011. Wasn't allowed to see my sister, but my mum did before she died. I didn't. I'm sick and tired of it. It does get monotonous, it does get boring, but as you can see, I haven't been up to my mum for a couple of weeks, and I'm doing a perfect job of living totally by myself. If someone that's interfering, controlling, and just making fun of me. I don't find the sense of humour funny. My marriage was, she has stuck her nose into my business all my life, and I've lost everything and I'm on my own, and I'd rather be on my own with someone that is prying into your business and making fun of you, and certainly it's not been to keep me safe at all. I've gone up to see my mother with dangerous taxi drivers driving me home ways they shouldn't drive me home. I've been in taxis with blokes that have been aggressive and rude to me. She keeps rabbiting on about Ben, her mental health nurse. I get a taxi home with one of her mental health nurse lookalikes, and then you've got the COVID screen on the car. I'm tired of it. It's my mother that yells at me. It's not the other way round. I'm tired of it. I thought it was my father doing it to me. When my father passed away, these things were still going on. The police, everybody said, oh, it must be your dad doing it. It wasn't my dad, because it's still going on. Just a bunch of liars. All of them. I don't want it anymore. I'll tell you why she won't call the police, because she knows they're fake. I called the police when my dad assaulted me at Victoria Road. They came out in a police car outside the house in Victoria Road, chewing gum. One blonde female officer, one male black-haired police officer. In the car, sat in the back of the car. What's going on then? And I told them, and I was told to retract my statement, otherwise they would drive me to the police station and arrest me for something somebody else did. So I don't give a crap about the police. The police are just trying to cover their own tracks because they're corrupt. They think they're intimidating me coming out. I don't give a crap. I can walk past the police car and just take their number plates. I've got a catalogue of number plates of them coming down near my address, around my address, and fucking in my... I just think they're taking the piss. Coming out to go and get their lunch in the co-op. They're always going out to the co-op because it's an excuse, or the travel lodge. I've got no faith in the police force at all. Even if there was an emergency, they probably wouldn't even come out to me, and I fucking know it. I've made complaints. As far as I'm concerned, it's a conspiracy. If you go through to the ombudsman is some fucking actor on the end of the phone talking bollocks, and always the other side wins. I don't. They're always on the side. The social services ombudsman, I'm sorry, I'm siding with the social services in this case. Courts, corrupt courts, lose my kids. I mean, I'm on my own. I'm fighting a battle on my own. I know that. So why people want to fucking interfere, I don't know, because you're never going to get into my life, because I don't trust anybody. No one. Anymore. Right up to Charlie, saying to me he's a bachelor. He just wants to walk around the field with me and keep me safe. And in fact, he was walking around the field with me, keeping me unsafe. Don't anyone think you're going to come into my life at this late stage and think you're going to fucking fool me, because you're fucking not. You are not. Not giving in to my mother. She knows what my dad did, because she was there when he did most of it. And a caring mother would have tried to have got help. But no, I was just laughed at and made fun of. Not anymore. It's disgraceful when your own mother doesn't have anything to do with your children, yet someone in the family is pregnant and she will probably spoil that baby. But my kids have got my dad's blood in them and I've got my father's blood. And I'm told that every time I visit her. So why the fucking hell does she want to see me for? See you later.